Guys, I'm back here with another video. Today is going to be another chapter, another one of my series of the 4 products, and this one is going to be powders. So these are all drugstore powders that I love, that are tried and true, and that work. I've tried a lot of powders from the drugstore, and so it's kind of funny. It's only recently in the last couple of years, I don't know, 5 years or so, that the drugstore stepped up their powder game. I think before that, their powders were, it was almost like few and far between. They weren't very good, and I think now the drugstore is stepping up their game and making everything a little bit better to kind of compete with non-drugstore, which isn't a bad thing. You know, just make everything better and affordable, which, you know, is good. Let me get into the video. So my first product here I have is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder. Now this is a really good powder. It is very, not inexpensive. What's the word I'm looking for? Affordable. And it's, this is $5 on my CVS. It may be different where you are, but it's $5 on mine. It's very smooth, finely milled powder. You're not going to be able to see anything because it matches my skin tone, but it's very smooth, very finely milled. It's a very nice powder to use all over, to set your face. It's not huge coverage, but that's not what I look for. So if you do need more coverage, maybe use a different one. But like I said, that's not what I look for, so I don't need huge coverage. I use it just to set, you know, set like concealer or anything I put on my face. So this is a very good one. Let me show you guys again. Oh, and I use A23 Neutral Beige. And yeah, that's a great powder. The next one I have here is also pressed powder. So I have 3 pressed powders and 1 loose. Loose is a little bit hard for me because I hate that it goes everywhere. I haven't found a good packaging where the loose doesn't go everywhere. So that's my problem with loose powder, but that's just something minor. So my next product here is the e.l.f. finishing powder, and this is in light medium. And I must say, e.l.f. like stepped up their packaging. Wow. It's very nice. Except I cannot, there we go. So this is one of the ones with the mirror, and then you pop it up and it has the sponge underneath. And I never use a sponge, I use a brush, but that's me. If I kept this in my purse, I'd probably use a sponge, but I don't. So that's the product. This is another really good finely milled one. Wow, that looks a lot darker than it did in the pen. Anyways, so again, you're not going to really see because this was to match my skin tone, but anyways, it's a very good finely milled product. It's not huge coverage. It's good for setting, you know, face products, and yeah, I mean, it's great for taking away any shininess. If you touch up during the day, this is a good powder as well. You can, especially with the little sponge underneath, you can just dab and kind of matte yourself. And this one's very good. This one was also $5, and I got this at Target. So again, it may be different where you are, just because they are. I mean, they do that. Even around town, things will be different prices. My next product I have here is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is in 220 Natural Beige. And that's what that looks like. This is the same color I use in the foundation, so it'll match perfectly, and I go for that. I'm not trying to, I don't self-tan or anything, so I don't have to worry about finding anything different. And again, you're not going to be able to see, but it's a really nice smooth powder. It's just like the other ones, it's really good for touching up. This one also pops up and has the mirror and the sponge, so it's great for in your purse, taking on the go. And it's a great product. This one, this one says it's matte and poreless. I think it depends on how much you use if it's that matte and poreless. I don't go too crazy because, again, I don't like the completely matte look. So you just use a light hand and it'll just set, and, you know, you can look natural and not so much dewy, just natural. My last one I have here is the Cote Airspun Loose Powder. This has been around a while. Sorry. And it's a great powder. This is really good if you bake, like if you bake your face. It's really good if you use a lot of concealer, foundation, and you need a lot of setting, like you need to, almost like drag makeup, when you have a lot to set and a lot to keep for hours. This is a great product for that. It is fairly inexpensive, which is one of my favorite things about it. This, I think, was like $5, and you get a huge amount. Huge. I mean, it takes me over a year to use this when I use this regularly. You know, if this is my go-to powder, it takes me forever to use this. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. Like, it's awesome. It's a great go-to. It's great for setting your face, and like I said, if you bake, this is great. These aren't great for baking because you gotta like get in there, but loose powder you want for baking. And if you're oily, you may want to go for a loose powder because you can put more powder, again, to bake, to keep the products there for as long as possible, because that's what, you know, we want our makeup to last all day. So this is a great powder for that. If you need that much coverage, it also comes in different colors. I just have the translucent because I don't bake and I don't need all that coverage, but they do have colors. And this is just a great product. If you need a loose powder, I highly recommend this one. And like I said, it works really well if you're a full face, full coverage kind of gal. You may want something like this, and it'll help set your concealer, or if you bake your under eyes, or if you bake your T-zone, if you bake your contour, any of that, I would go for the Cote Airspun. So that's all I have for you guys today. The 3 pressed powders, and then the loose powder. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to drop one of these. And like I said, these are my 4 recommendations I recommend from the drugstore. These are great. They're tried and true, and they just work. I mean, what can I say? They just work. Oh, and all of these, they're really good products in that there must be like hyperallergenic, because they don't clog pores. They're kind of like the better makeup where they don't clog your pores, so, you know, you don't have to cover up as much if you don't have as many pimples or anything like that. So all 4 of these products are kind of, you know, in that family. And this one's even fragrance-free. So, this should be good for sensitive skin, and I've never had any problems using any 4 of these. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Don't forget to comment any videos you would like to see from me, and like and subscribe before you leave. Bye, guys.